Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the corner. We're going to do the what's in the box today. But first off, wanted to ask some of you to do me a favor. Got a young fella on the channel here who's been subscribing. Or he's a subscriber, been watching some of the videos. He's 11 years old. He's only got a couple videos on his channel. Only got a few subscribers. I was wondering if you'd go over and check him out. Just kind of leave some comments on his channel. Gotta let him know that he's being watched a little bit. But it's Squirrel Model Kits. I just wondered if anybody would like to step over there and say hi to him. Check out his couple videos that he has, and maybe we can get him a little bit more involved with the video hobby and get some more videos out there, get him building a little bit more. Check him out. Thank you. But now, what's in that box? A couple of you came close. Awfully close. One of you got so close that you're very much on the right track. First off, Ron Stewart, you guessed a hubless chop. That's pretty much what's in here. Steve was a second guess with a hubless chop. But Mr. Bob Pratt, you came pretty darn close there. The Psychobilly Cadillac by Billy Lane is kind of what I used as an inspiration for this build. It's not going to be exactly like the Psychobilly Cadillac, but it's close. I've changed a few things on it and whatnot, but of course, you know, being that it's the scale that it is, you can only do so much with what you're given, so so to speak. But yeah, Mr. Bob Pratt, you got bragging rights for a while. You can tell everybody, haha, I got it. But then again, so can Steve, and yeah. But yeah, well, let's see what's in this box here quick. Just a quick little tidbit of something here before I get started. This bike, I just wanted to show you here. This bike has dual down tubes on it, the frame. This is the stock fork. Keep these kind of in mind as I show you this, and this you'll kind of get an idea of what I've done to this. I've changed the frame up a little bit on it, and I'll show you what I did here in a sec. Okay, this is what I've done with it. As you can tell, I've cut away the back, the seat stay, the rear triangle of the bike, the rear wheel mount and such. I'll get into that here in a minute. I cut the top tube off. It used to sit more of an angle like this for the shorter forks. That way the fork can come down right in front of the bike. But I angled it out so that now I had to create a longer set of forks to make it into more of a true chop. And as you'll notice, I changed the forward tubes. No more of the double down tubes. I went to a single drilled down tube. The tube is drilled. And then I pierced it through the bottom engine mount stays. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a Cadillac taillight, like a Monogram 59 Cadillac taillight, and I'm going to glue it to the end of this and then mount, fill it in, and then when I paint it, that'll just be kind of a spear to the bottom of the up tube, or the head tube here. I took off the chrome polished primary cover and went with an open belt system on it. These pulleys are what is supplied in the kit. These are kit pieces. The only thing I did was took a piece of aluminum plate, put it around the outer edge, took a hub off of a wheel, and then a piece of aluminum for the center to create kind of the clutch mechanism for the drive and the transmission. Now, we'll get back here on the tire aspect of things. I've got the tire and wheel kind of glued together, or not glued together, but kind of stuck together right now. Oh, and I also had to modify this to get all this to line up. All that was just a piece of tube plastic. Plastic tubing, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, engine's not going to stay put. I'm going to jump around on me here. This is the rear tire and wheel. Coming off the inside of the final drive. Now, let me flip it this way. This section right here is going to be what supplies power to the rear axle or the rear tire. It'll be a belt coming back. Going back to the copier printer that, everybody uses to print out your emails, print out pictures, whatever. This is a belt off the inside of a copier printer. That's what runs the head back and forth on a printer to print out your paperwork and print out your pictures and everything else. But I'm going to use this to come off in between here, and then this will come out and around this right here. It'll come around it, and then I'm going to have two like guide pulleys. This little pin right here is going to act like a guide pulley. It'll come across, come down from here, come down to there, come off the bottom to this one, up and around this one, and then it'll come around the wheel. But that'll be the drive. This will be the drive on the rear hub. The fender is just kind of there to hold everything in place with this guide pin on it. Now what I'm going to do is when I finalize and put this together, I'm going to drill a hole through here and drill 2 holes down through here. And then on the other side, I'll drill a hole through here and then 2 holes through the bottom. What they're going to do is they're going to look like a pin holding everything together. But what I'm going to actually do is when I drill them, I'll push 3 on each side, your stick pins into them, and that'll kind of act as a way to hold and mount the rear wheel in place. That way this won't fall off and lose itself. Now, set of forks. I'm not done with these yet. This is a fender. I don't know if I'm going to probably just go fenderless on the front. But I reworked the entire front end on this as well. Yeah, we're going to drop it. Hold on a second. That's the new improved front end that I did. I cut the down tubes off right about here off the old forks. Added the extension to the forks. And then these are like from here up are pieces of aluminum, like injector heads that I slid up onto the pieces that I cut off. Then I just glued all this up inside there and glued the new down tubes together. I cut and created these new, the front end won't stay in place, these swinger mounts. What I'm going to do is, okay, what this is going to do is the traditional Springer style front ends, they used to have the springs that come all the way up to the top of the lower triple tree here, and they used to mount up here, given that would give it the spring or the cushion instead of having shocks and built into the head tubes. What I did is what this is going to be is kind of a modern day Springer front end. The springs won't come from here all the way to the top. What they're going to do is they're going to come off of a mount, come up, and then end right about here. So the mounts are going to be like right in this area here, with just a short spring in between. What I'm probably going to do is take a couple ballpoint pins and then cut the springs, and then use the springs off of that for the Springer on this. These are similar to what I used on the head tube here. These are just a little bit bigger diameter piece, but that's what I used on top of the head tube here to mount the forks and everything together. Here's the springs that I'll probably end up using. Mount them on the front end. This is the air intake, the air intake or the whatever for the carb on the other side. Just same one of these things. Cut down. And let's see what else do I got in here for goodies. Not much, I guess. Kind of playing around with the idea on the gas tank. Just to add a little something to it. This is the gas tank here. And I was thinking about taking something like this. Just to add a little backbone to it. Or my other idea was to use this. Kind of do the same, just add a little something, add a little character line to it, add a little depth to it. A couple ideas floating around in my head. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. But I was thinking about using this for a center cap for the rear hub on it. What do y'all think? On the exhaust side of things, I was thinking either going with the kit supplied headers for it, pipes for it. I may just do that and just drill out the ends, open up the ends. Or I'll use my shrink tubing idea and put a little piece of shrink tube over it and pull out some white medical tape and make it look like a header wrap on the end of it, or wrap the entire pipe or something on it. Or I thought about using a piece of copper. This copper tube is about the same diameter as the pipes. I thought about maybe bending this into the fashion, and that way they're open pipes. I can pin the heads and put this up over the pins, however. Still playing around with ideas on that yet. Not sure where I'm going to go on that idea yet, but I might just use the kit pieces and drill the ends out. Handlebars. Definitely not going to go with these. What I thought about doing is cutting them off right here at the handlebar mounts. Cutting them off flush, drilling, pinning the hole into there, having a pin come out. And then taking some evergreen tubing to where I can slide it over the pin, glue it in place, but then create just a set of drag bars. Bring them out and then, like this, bring them out and then can them back just a little bit. Just make a set of drag bars for it. That's kind of where I am on handlebars, I guess, on it. When this thing gets finalized and built, I can pull it down out, knocking everything else here. The frame is going to be all black. And I thought about doing a metal flake over top of the black. Put the fender, seat, and then if I put a front fender on it, I probably won't. One reason being is the front fender is going to have to, it'll have to have a mount on it of some sort, and I don't know if I really want to put a fender on it, so probably just going to go fenderless on the front. So anyway, the gas tank and the rear fender probably end up being a bright orange like this, like a Tangle Pearl, or this is well, that's Tangle Pearl right here, duh. Tangelo Pearl, however you pronounce it. But that's going to be the color of the tank and the rear fender. The rest of it's going to be black. Then everything else will be chrome, of course. Front forks are already done. They're just going to be aluminum or, metal looking-ish, whatever you want to call it. And then the seat, when it goes together, it'll be kind of a leather color, kind of a light brown. Just to add a little different color to it, a little pop to it. But anywho, that's what's in this box. Bob Pratt, you're pretty close on the Psychobilly Cadillac idea. Good call. I need to change myself up a little bit here. You guys are kind of figuring me out. Anyway, I'll be right back with the next What's in the Box. So, this week, frickin' frack want to know what you think's in this box. So do I. So give me some ideas. Tell me what you think is in there. Leave the comments down below, and we'll see how close anybody gets this time. Good luck. With that in mind, I'll cut y'all loose. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Today is Sunday. Work week starts again tomorrow. Yay. Not. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy your day. Take care, keep scratching that plastic, and we'll see you on the corner.